because there was a man who had a son, and this son wanted to go away and he wanted to leave home. So let me read this story. It says, there was a man who had two sons. The younger one said to his father, "Father, give me my inheritance." So the father gave him his inheritance. He divided into two. He had two sons. He gave him his inheritance. And it says that the younger son got together all his inheritance and went to a distant country, and there he squandered all his wealth on wild living. Wild living. What does that mean? He's not being a good life over there. He squandered the father's inheritance on all kinds of wild living, terrible things. But then when he was broke, he had nothing, he could not eat, he was looking after pigs, and the pigs were eating better than him. He said, "Lord, I'm going to go back to my father, and I'm going to repent, and I'm going to say to my father, forgive me." So he went home, and it says, while he was still a long way off, that means the father saw him coming, he's still a long way off, his father saw him and was filled with compassion for him. So before even he got to the father already had compassion for him. The father already forgave him because he has come back. And so the son comes and he's trying to repent. The father says, the son says to the father, "Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer wanted to be called your son." But the father did not speak to him. The father did not answer him. Instead, the father spoke to his servants and said, "Let's have a feast because my son has come home." That is how God is. The moment you repent, He forgives you. Therefore, we need to start that new journey of faith. Every Sunday you come here, you throw away the things that you have done past week, you start anew. Because it's a new beginning. And you start on a new journey of faith, and you live a positive faith. You live a positive faith. Looking forward and doing things as best as you can to change yourself, to help somebody else be better, and to help the world get better. Those three things are the ingredients that build the kingdom of heaven on earth. Otherwise, you will never have the kingdom of heaven on earth. It is the same thing and the same thing and the same thing, because we are not starting a new journey of faith all the time. Making those incremental steps to be better, to help others become better, and to help the world be better. So, when we are going on the journey of faith, of course, there are many struggles, and there are many discouragements. There are many things that discourage us along the way. People are going to discourage. People are going to do things that discourage. And you start doubting about your own faith and your own journey. You should not be swayed by anybody else's life. You have a responsibility to shape yourself. Make yourself better. Make somebody else better. Make the world better. Along the way, you are going to meet people who are going to be discouraged you in that journey of faith. You don't get discouraged. You keep going. Because the principle of creation is given to everybody. And everybody has that responsibility to move forward and fulfill their responsibility. To be that person that has fulfilled the responsibility for God. That is your individual responsibility. Nobody else can dissuade you or distract you. People are going to make mistakes. People are going to do bad things. should not affect your judgment. You keep going on, all your judgment, to let yourself get that every day. You come to Sunday service, it's not on you. Forget the past, you have prepared for that. But now you start a new journey, of faith. Make a determination to do something this week that is going to make you better. Something, even a little thing. This week, how are you going to be better this week than last week? And then next week, you come again and you make yourself a little better. And then gradually, you change and you become a new person. And you help somebody else to be a new person. And you help the world to be a new person. And then gradually, we move towards building the kingdom of God up. There are also cases where the leaders of the church 26, and we have seen it in the recent years, where many churches go through trouble because the leaders have made mistakes. Some of the leaders have been killing. That should not be with you. Just because the leader makes mistakes doesn't mean that it affects your faith. Everybody has a responsibility on this earth to keep God, not to do another human being. So if your leader has never been paid, so be it. That's their problem. You move forward. You move forward. Because it is your faith, your responsibility to be in this kingdom of heaven here on earth. So just because some leader makes a mistake and ends up in jail doesn't should not affect God. That's not you. You move forward ahead of them. You become a better person. Because we are all children of God, and God is waiting for all of us to be that person that has become the person who has supposed to be on this path. Moving gradually, incrementally, every day, make a huge foundation to move forward. So, given that, we also have to start every time by living the faith of today. We cannot live the kingdom of heaven by living the faith of yesterday. Yesterday is gone. We must live the faith of today. In our history, we have the Old Testament era. In the Old Testament era, if you wanted to come to God, you could not even come to God yourself. You could not even come to God and pray. You have to use an animal. You get an animal, you put it on the fire, you make an offering, and then God will listen to you. We don't do that anymore. In those days, that was a time when if you wanted to move forward, you made conditions. You had to make conditions. Because you yourself were not one, so you made conditions. So in our Old Testament faith, we used to make a lot of conditions. And for us, all time was it was always conditions. Cold shower, they know that night all day, doing what of this, fasting. That's the era of the Old Testament. Then we came to the New Testament, which was the time of just believing. You just believe and you are good to go. You just believe and you are okay. But it's no longer enough to just believe, because that was the Old Testament era. That was the New Testament era. So after that, we came to the complete Testament era. And in the complete Testament era, it was the age of attendance. You attend somebody who is doing the job. And that was the time of complete Testament. To attend. You attend somebody who is doing the job. But we are now going past that into this era of the kingdom of heaven, which means you are supposed to do it yourself and make it yourself. And based on that, you can fulfill what other people have not fulfilled. Because we now know very clear, and we are very fortunate in this church because we have very clear direction on how to fulfill ourselves. So last week, we had a ceremony here to help us on that journey of fulfilling our responsibility. We had all those people from all the states. We had people from Japan, Korea to help us to move on that journey to fulfill our responsibility. We are very fortunate in this church because we know exactly what to do. We know exactly how what we need to accomplish to move forward. So that is the era we live in now. It's the era where you fulfill your responsibility to build the kingdom of heaven and to be that total person. So that you can actually say, I have fulfilled my responsibility. I have fulfilled. That's when you can say, I have done it. That's when you can say, I have done it. So that's why last week we have people here to help us to move towards the goal. So do not be discouraged by the past. Do not be discouraged by yesterday. Do not be discouraged by things you did 20 years ago. Do not be discouraged by things you did 40 years ago. Yesterday is gone and gone forever. You are a new person. You are a new person right here today, starting a new journey. Starting a new journey. And so, whatever you have done, you have to tell them, God has forgiven you. Now is the time to move on. Now is the time to begin anew. Now is the time to begin anew. Because you are a new person. You are not the person you were yesterday. You are a new person today. So you let that positive investment in your life beginning today. You make a new investment, a new spiritual investment, a new investment in your spiritual life. You add to it this week. You add to it today. You add to it tomorrow. Little by little, so that we can eventually build a kingdom of heaven here on earth. So that is our responsibility. Forget about yesterday. Yesterday is gone. Yesterday is gone forever. Today is a new day. So we begin anew. So we begin anew. Thank you for your prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this opportunity to come before you today. We thank you, Heavenly Father, for your love always, your guidance always, your continued forgiveness always. Guide us into our future, guide us into a life of faith, moving forward. Father, listen to our attitude.
That was great. That was a great song.